Before I share with you these sessions, let me thank you very much for inviting me here today and for preparing this program today, which I think is a sign of hope, where children can think about their mother in a special way today. I know it is associated with the birth of Our Lady, and so we celebrate the 8th of September as Mother's Day. It is celebrated on various other days in other countries. But as we choose a day to think about our mothers very specially, it is a sign of hope, and I'm very happy to be part of your celebration. The sentiment I have to share with you today is that motherhood is not a simple task, and I know there are a lot of mothers and grandmothers in the audience today. You might wonder what I have to say about motherhood, but sharing with you from my own experiences. My grandmother, who died at 94, had 6 children and about 16 great-grandchildren, many grandchildren of the And I think she should have been given a medal for being the best mother and grandmother in the world, and a great-grandmother. Celebrating Mother's Day is not enough to celebrate just one day. I would like to celebrate it every day in the life of my grandmother, because she was such an influence on us. I can say I am what I am today because of my grandmother and because of my mother also. Therefore, one thing that comes uppermost in my mind today is that celebrating just one day is not enough. We have to celebrate every day of our parents' lives. We have to, from the moment we wake up every morning, we have to be happy that we still have our mothers, that we do. We have our grandmothers, that we still have them, and see how every minute of their life is dedicated to looking after their children. That's what I experience every day as a young mother. I wake up in the morning, and the first thing I hear is my child, my little girl, calling out to me. And that makes me feel so good, even though I am half asleep, and I know I have to rush to college and do whatever I have to do in my everyday work, and I know I will come back only in the afternoon and see her only during half the day. I still feel very proud that I am her mother, because she calls out to me, and she asks for me. She wants me to give her a breakfast. She wants me to dress her up and get her ready for school. And it means so much to her that I am there for her when she needs me. We don't realize that our parents, especially our mothers, are there every day. And even if they're not physically there, they are mentally there all the time. You being mothers, I know you will be aware of this sentiment. Those who are aged mothers, those who are experienced, those who have many children, and who know the joys and the sorrows of motherhood. So celebrating is not just having a show or having a program. It is a very nice thing to do to felicitate your mothers. But celebrating, I think, one thing to celebrate is to thank them in a very special way every day. And saying a simple thank you for whatever your parents do, for whatever your mother does, I think is a very essential thing that children should learn from a very small age. Because when we grow older and we lose our parents, it's only then that we realize that we could have done so much for them in return. And it is too late then, because, okay, it's okay to say prayers for them, for their souls. But it is the best gift you can give is when they're still alive, when they're with you, and you can thank them for whatever they do. Because it's such a difficult task being a mother. In India, the mother figure is worshipped as a kind of a goddess figure. And that's why we are happy that we are still traditional minded in India. We still consider mothers as goddesses, and we honor them in various ways. But sadly, what we see today is that it is becoming even harder to be a good mother. In the kind of society, the kind of complexities of society today, mothers no longer have the kind of control they had over their children in the past. Today, children are becoming a burden to parents, and that's why parents have fewer children. Mothers prefer to have fewer children, and it is a sad situation. Because as they grow older, you find a lot of mothers being put in homes for the aged, which is a very sad thing to see, and there they just perish and die. Therefore, it is today very much more important to honor parents because of the very, very tough work they have to do being parents. Giving their children good values, making sure that the values that came from their families don't get eroded by society, the kind of society we live in today. The media that we come across, the films we see on TV, there is not much respect shown to women. They hardly see their grandparents. Boys who have gone abroad, who left their mothers and their grandparents behind, hardly know what is the state of affairs with their parents and their grandparents. Therefore, I don't want to go on too long here. But I just want to, maybe I could leave a small poem here to think about mothers and about how we can be grateful to mothers by giving her a smile. Just if you have a smile for mother, give it now. If you have a triumphing word, speak it now. She will not need it when the angels greet her at the golden gate. Give her a smile while she is living. If you wait, it will be too late. If you have a flower for mother, pluck it now. Place it gently on her bosom. Print a kiss upon her brow. What cares she when life is over? For the flowers that bloom below, she will have her share up yonder. Scatter at her feet below. Thank you again for inviting me. And I'd like to say a very big thank you to all mothers present here today. And I'd like you to know that I, as a young mother, I, as a young teacher in college, would try very hard to inculcate in my students what it is truly to love and appreciate your mothers. I don't mean to be disrespectful to fathers. I think fathers are also very important in a family, and good mothers are also made by good fathers.